Really when came in the house, somebody had you and cops came out there. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. So I can knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan.
Well, good evening, Range fans, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for the final round championship night here of the Wurth Australia Big Block Modified Series. Tonight we are in the heart of the sprint car capital of the world. The Knoxville Raceway plays host to round number 5. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call. Qualifying is just about to be wrapped up. We have got... Oh, don't come to that. Come. That's nice. Qualifying has got less than, or just about 30 seconds left. We're just going to quickly do some cross-posting. Then we are good to GO. Riley Stewart coming into tonight. He is your points leader over Craig Plater in second. The battle is on for the runner-up position. 22 cars have taken a time. 26 cars are finding their way into the racing.com Charlotte. No, where are we at? I was just at, no, I wasn't even at Charlotte. I was at Charlotte today. I'm at Charlotte tomorrow night. Wow. What an absolute scrub. Here at the Knoxville Raceway. They're loaded into the server. Riley Stewart goes quick time for NLRA. 19.126. Cody Nevins second. Quick Trent Gosley. Jacob Croker and Craig Plater make up your top 5. 3 heat races on the program. Joshua Walton, Jason Burke, Nathan Vanderwacker, Justin Wright, and Cooper Wilson. Your top 10 drivers. Qualifying is done. Heat racing action is underway. And with the inversion, let's take a look at your starting grid for heat number 1. On the pole position, driving car number 14, it's Cooper Wilson. To the outside of the front row for JSI Racing, piloting car number 74, it's Jason Burke. Hang on. There we go, that's better. And you go, why does it look all pixelated? There you go. Jacob Kroger rolls off out of position number 3. Riley Stewart from position number 4. Corey Roberts rolls off out of position number 5. Russell Bonzi from position number 6. Jason Crawford, position number 7. Brent Hobbs out of position number 8. And Colton Key lines up out of position number 9. Pace car looks to come in to the race, or into the pit area. Here it is. The final round, championship night. Here at the Knoxville Raceway, your Wurth Australia Big Block Modified Series. We are green. Down into 1 and 2. Sliding up is Cooper Wilson in front of Jason Burke. Conker runs now in second position. Burke into the guardrail, the fence down the back straightaway. That'll move Riley Stewart up to position number 3. And coming into tonight, Stewart, your points leader over Craig Plater. He'll have to come from the second heat, right around that 3rd row. No points in heat races, no points. Well, points in qualifying, points in the mains. And with the B main, you'll want to finish in the A, top 10 of the A. Wilson, that's Cooper Wilson out in front. Jacob Croker runs in second. Third, Riley Stewart, Jason Burke, Russell Bonzi make up your top 5 drivers. Colton Key, Corey Roberts, Jason Crawford, and Brent Hobbs who work out of turn number 2. Stewart just catching the inside berm there on the exit of turn number 2. Meanwhile, Jacob Croker comes after your race leader of Cooper Wilson. No doubt this racetrack will look to slick it off. Hopefully we'll go from the bottom to the top. We're just about near the midpoint of the racetrack. 60 of Colton Key. And you go back to the 1 entry of Corey Roberts. Meanwhile, there's a challenge up for the race leaders. Jacob Croker looks to best the 14 machine of Cooper Wilson. Wilson's got his number at the moment. Wilson started on pole. Stewart into the back of Croker, down into turn number 3. Croker looks to shut the door. Stewart, that left front, getting the inside berm. He'll lose a few more tenths of a second. He'll lose some advantage. He'll lose some momentum. As now Jason Burke has got Russell Bonzi. Bonzi was having a good old sneaky beak up on the inside on the exit of turn number 2. 7 down, 3 to run. Corey Roberts battling with Jason Crawford. Crawford in the 12. Roberts in the 1 machine. Roberts works low in that NLRA Mid-South Mafia. Cut up 1 machine. Crawford got around him. Move for the lead, and Cooper Wilson gets shuffled back to position number 2. Maybe position number 3, because here comes Riley Stewart down to the inside. They'll bump and grind down into 1 and move Riley Stewart up to position number 2. Cooper Wilson trying to throw it back deep there on Riley Stewart into turn number 3. White flag goes out, 1 lap left to go. Runs somewhat of a mini slider line. Wilson, Stewart once again nearly making contact to work down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Heat race number 1. Little slide job there by Wilson on Stewart. But Jacob Croker will win the opening heat race of the night. Cooper Wilson home in 2nd. Riley Stewart 3rd. Then you go back to Russell Bonzi in 4th. Colton Key rounds out your top 5. Corey Roberts, Jason Burke, Brent Hobbs and Jason Crawford. Unofficial, those names in heat number 1. We'll make it official right now. It is Jacob Croker, Cooper Wilson, Riley Stewart and Russell Bonzi, along with Colton Key, your top 5, Jason Burke, Brent Hobbs, Jason Crawford and Corey Roberts in position number 9. Heat number 2, they will line up like this. Nick Ryan lines up the 10 machine from the pole position to the outside. It's Nathan Vanderwacker from position number 2. Craig Plater lines up at a position number 3. Position number 4, it's Cody Nevin. Position number 5, it's Caleb Mills. Position number 6, Jack Murphy. Position number 7, Luke Johnson. Position number 8, Drew Fenton. Position number 9 is Hayden Vickers. And it doesn't look like Hayden Vickers. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, he did make it. Apologies. And apologies. The second last heat race of the season for the Wurth Australia Big Block Modified Series. Again, a big thank you to, of course, Wurth Australia, LJR, Luke Johnson Racing, Ash Hammond, Sign and Designs, NLRA, and JR Productions and Media. Once again, their support with the Big Block Modified Series. Can Craig Plater, 2nd coming into tonight's championship. Heat racing points will not matter. There are none. Nick Ryan, Nathan Vanderwacker. And green flag is out. We are underway. Wonder if the paints are not showing up for Nathan Vanderwacker. Whether he's got a paint on that one. We look at turn number 3 and 4. Lap number 1 belongs to Nick Ryan. Craig Plater on the inside of Nathan Vanderwacker. Down into 1 and 2 we go. Vanderwacker in the 16. Plater in the 1 machine. Sorry boys, we're just going to delete this and we're going to restart the training paints. Just to make sure that everything is all honky-dory. So Nick Ryan leads the way. Craig Plater runs in 2nd. Cody Nevin 3rd. Nathan Vanderwacker 4th. Jack Murphy runs out your top 5 as Plater now ducks to the inside. He'll throw a slide job there on Nick Ryan. Nick Ryan into the back of Plater. Now Cody Nevin looks to the inside of the number 11 machine. And Nevin looks to come after Craig Plater for the race lead. Look out, nearly some contact. Murphy up to position number 3. Nick Ryan back there in 4th position. Okay, looks like that does not want to work, so we're going to go like that, and we'll just let it do its thing. Oh, look at 1 car upside down. We're going to go yellow. Oh, thank you, Trace. Thank you for that sub. Appreciate it. Ah, there we go. Now we're starting to see some paints coming out. Craig Plater in that UDL, that Ultimate Dirt League number 1 machine. The old house car. Cody Nevin in car number 11. So Not too far from having all the trading paints loaded up. Again, just give it time. So Caleb Mills looks like he is at the back of the bus. Jack Murphy, okay, so it looks like still the 16 entry of Nathan Vanderwack has still got that plain Jane number 16. Let's have a look at this car. That FUPA number 11 machine of the FUPA. Cody Nevin. So wait for the lights to go out here at Charlotte. Big day tomorrow for us. Or tonight if you're waking up in the United States. What are we, 4 a.m. now? I doubt anyone's waking up at 4 a.m. and watching an Ultimate Dirt TV broadcast, but if you are, thank you. Yes, Cody does have a new wrap on, and the FUPA car number 11. Not surprised he's got a new skin. Leaves the team, comes back, gets a skin within 24 hours. And here I am, can't get a skin from Nick Linnett. So the old favourite, Nick's favourite, Cody Nevin. Jack Murphy dies down low into 1. Nevin gets shuffled back to position number 3. Now look out, here comes Nick Ryan in car number 7. Oh boy, Cody Nevin not too happy about that one. Shows some right side romance to that number 55 machine. Look out, Nick Ryan. You've got some company on your outside. It's Jack Murphy in the 55. Looking to the inside, but no, it's going to be Jack Murphy with a run down into turn number 3. He'll clear it. Look at that UDL number 2 entry of Luke Johnson. He started deep in this one. He's only moved up a couple of spots, but he still started deep. 2.5 to go for Craig Plater. Looking to put that UDL number 1 machine outside the pole. Outside the front row. But tonight's A, he'll have a lap. We'll make it 2 laps left to run. It's a mile around Knoxville. Nevin with a big dive bomb into turn number 1 and 2. He had to back out of it. Here he comes again. Nevin looking down low. Cannot complete the pass. So Nevin, he might have the kitchen sink in that race car because he's throwing everything right now at the number 1 machine. Although you might be seeing double because 2 1s equals 11. As Cody Nevin, Craig Plater down into turn number 3 and 4. Plater leaves the door open for that inside line. Who's going to have the run out of turn number 4? Give it to Craig Plater, winner of heat race number 2. Nevin comes home in 2nd. Murphy 3rd. Johnson 4th. Ryan, your top 5. Mills home in 6th. Then you go back to Vickers, Fenton, and Vanderwacker. The 9 drivers in heat race number 2. There it is official. Craig Plater, Cody Nevin, Jack Murphy, your top 3. Luke Johnson, Nick Ryan, your top 5. Caleb Mills, Hayden Vickers, Drew Fenton, and Nathan Vanderwacker, your top 9. Your final heat race of the season for the Wurth Australia Big Block Modified Series, brought to you by Ultimate Dirt League. On the pole position, driving car number 68, it's Max Bevender. He's outside. Piloting car number 78, Justin Wright. Position number 3, it's going to be the 81 of Joshua Walton. He's outside the MFR. Car number 4, entry from position number 4, Trent Gosley. Rolling off at a position number 5, last week's Lernerville feature race winner. It's the 12 entry of Matt Bailey from position number 5. And Neville Ulf lines up in car number 1 out of position number 6. Tony Walsh lines up the 916 from position number 7. Luke Wilson is scheduled to roll off out of position number 8. Nope, I don't like that view. Let's go from the normal angle. There we go, lights are out already on the pace truck. So immediately these guys are nuts to butts, nose to tail, 1 to green. So Bailey pretty ecstatic with his win last week at Lernerville. Passing about 216 cars en route to victory. I think he started about 13th or something like that. He passed a number of cars as Bevan slows the field right up. Joshua Walton trying to make it 3 wide on the start. Going to be in line, nose to tail. Green flag goes out. We're underway. The final heat race of the Wurth Australia Big Block Modified Series. We're green. And past the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum for the first time in heat race number 3. It's Max Bevan leading the way from Justin Wright in second. Here comes Walton to the outside of that 78 machine. Down low goes Trent Gosley. Wright opens up the door. Keep an eye on Neville Ulf in the 1. What can the 94 entry of Matt Bailey do? Gosley, Walton side by side. Trent Gosley's got the advantage. He'll drift up. And that again opens up the door for Joshua Walton to use some dip and turns it back underneath Trent Gosley. So working to 1 and 2. Past the Ryan Clausen Sweet Tower. It's Max Bevan in car 68. The Team 10. Dutton 1, Dutton Garage's entry. Walton drifted up in front of the 4 machine of Trent Gosley. Gosley been a real solid contender throughout the course of the first 4 weeks of the season. And again, week number 5 here tonight in the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway, where it's a battle between Craig Plater and Riley Stewart for 1 and 2 in the championship. Everybody, well, they'll all fight for the final minor placing. Bailey looks to the inside of Neville Ulf. Matt Bailey now moves up to position number 5. Originally started in that 5th spot. He'll slide up in front of Ulf, and Ulf will now look to turn it back underneath. Meanwhile, Justin Wright having a fantastic run in car number 78. It's the battle of the J-Dubs, and well, J-Dub just getting a little bit of a right rear. Walton just drifted up, couldn't quite clear the slider. Wright moves back to position number 4. Gosley, courtesy of the contact between Walton and Wright, has moved up to position number 3. But how long for? Because here comes Justin Wright with a run. No, Gosley going to drift up. He'll now take back and hold on to that 3rd and final. I think it's top 3 that go through the 3rd and final transfer position. Max Bevan, he's almost got a 1 second lead over Joshua Walton. We've got 2.5 to go. The sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway, playing host to the final round of the Wurth Australia Big Block Modified Series. Again, we keep an eye on Trent Gosley in the 4 machine, Justin Wright in the 78, and in the 1K of Joshua Walton. That's 2, 3, and 4 positions on screen, but the white flag is out. 1 to run for your race leader. Here he is. The Dutton 1, Dutton Garages, Team 10, Mills Motorsport, number 68 machine of Max Bevan. Looks good down the back straight away. Into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4. And he will complete the final heat race of the Wurth Australia Big Block Modified Series. Your winner is Max Bevan. Joshua Walton home in 2nd. Trent Gosley 3rd. Justin Wright home in 4th. Then you go back to Luke Wilson, Matt Bailey, Neville Ulf, and Tony Walsh to make up your drivers in heat race number 3. Those results will be official right meow. Bevan, Walton, and Gosley, they'll transfer to the show. Wright, Wilson, Bailey, Ulf, and Walsh, they will go through to the last chance qualifier. And that last chance qualifier coming up right now, as we take a look at 15 laps, top 11 will go through to the back of tonight's main event. And those 17 starters will line up like this. Russell Bonzi and Luke Johnson in row number 1. Justin Wright and Colton Key, row number 2. Nick Ryan, Luke Wilson, row 3. Jason Burke and Caleb Mills, row 4. Matt Bailey, Brent Hobbs in row 5. Row 6, Hayden Vickers and Neville Ulf. Row 7, Jason Crawford and Drew Fenton. Row 8, Tony Walsh and Corey Roberts and Nathan Vanderwacker in position number 17. So we'll see if I doubt we're on one in the green. I think we're still going to go around one more time. Yes, seeing as though we have 17 cars on the racetrack for the final consolation race, or the final B main of the year for the Ultimate Dirt League. Nope, ready for a start. 11 drivers will continue their journey in a 40-lap main event later on. We'll have a warm-up session after this one. We'll play some music during that time. In fact, I might even chat to some of the drivers. Green flag is out. We are underway in the final B main of season 2022. Here in Knoxville, Bonzi and Johnson drag race down the back straight away. Bonzi drifts up, Johnson gets into the back of him. Oh, 3 wide, look out, Justin Wright caught up involved in that one. There's some carnage at the back there, but yeah, yellow. There's all sorts of drama on the front straight away. We've got probably half the field involved, and well, race control, eat your heart out. Corey Roberts back in the pit area, so he's going to be done and dusted. So again, we will chat to probably a couple of drivers. Wait for race control to get this all sorted out, and we will go back green. Again, you can still see lights on the pace truck. Who knows, they might even just call it a bit of a racing deal. J-Dub, don't drink and drive. Looks like we are ready to go back underway. Pace truck is in, single file restart. So it'll be essentially 2 down, 13 to run in the last chance qualifier. So wait for timing and scoring to fix itself up at the moment. Your race leader is Russell Bonzi, second. Luke Johnson, Justin Wright, third. Remember, top 11. We're going through to the show right now. Neville Olf has that one. Nick Grind has some contact there with Luke Wilson. Luke Wilson in the 17. Caleb Mills, I'm sure he'd love to transfer into the show, as is Jason Burke. Matt Bailey there. Hayden Vickers, Jason Crawford. 3 out of the 4 JSI cars here in attendance, looking to transfer to make it into the top 11. Tony Walsh going to be that 4th driver that may not be a chance, or may not be going on to the main event. Here comes Nick Grind now on the inside of Luke Wilson, but again he drifted up, and it had an opportunity there for Caleb Mills to go on by, but we go yellow. Tony Walsh in the 916 entry, not sure what happened to him. Apologies, we're just trying to cool down. It's got some temperatures in my room. About 30 of them too. 30 degrees. Quite hot considering we are at 8:15 at night. There's way too many temperatures right now. Lights are out once again on the racing.com official page track. Part of the racing flagman says, righto, Russell Bonzi, the field is in your hands. We're going back green. Well, Colton Key gets into the side of Justin Wright. And no caution in that one. And Caleb Mills also getting shuffled back. He's now going to slip outside the top 15, so he's got a lot of work to do. Paul J-Dub got absolutely shafted on that one. Vickers to the inside of the 74 entry of Jason Burke. Burke has got Crawford and Nathan Vanderwacker. Vanderwacker goes above the slick. We are yellow. Tony Walsh back in the pit area. Tell you what, let's ride. Let's see if we've got our... we do have our camera angles. The old big girls. Have a look at that shot. On board Russell Bonzi right now. We've got a nose camera. This look good on the Luke Johnson car. We've got the in-car roll bar camera. We've got out the left front. We've got the left freak, so the chain there on the left, the droop chain. We've got a normal gyro camera right front, tucked in, the right rear. And I refuse to go cockpit. Green flag is back out. On board with Luke Johnson. And there you can see the hornet's nest of cars behind him. You can see how close Colton Key will get to the back of the number 2 machine of Luke Johnson. 8 down, 7 to run at the start finish line. Thought I see one car flying outside, but it was actually a car on the road. 6 laps left to go here in the B main as Russell Bonzi continues to lead the way. Luke Johnson closes in 3/10 of a second. There's not a whole lot in it between the pair out in front. Slide job coming out from Nick Ryan. Colton Key turns it back underneath out of Nick Ryan out of turn number 2. The palm comes out from Barney the racing flagman. He says, righto, Russell Bonzi, you have got 5 laps left to run. Wilson, Luke Wilson in 5th, Hayden Vickers 6th. Jason Crawford, Matt Bailey, they work side by side through turns 3 and 4. Then you got Nathan Vanderwacker, Caleb Mills back up inside the top 10. And Jason Burke in 11th as Vanderwacker. Again, goes to the outside. Right up all over the rear bar of the 12 entry of Jason Crawford. Here comes Bailey diving down to the inside. 3 to go. Johnson really closing in right now on your race leader. Can Luke Johnson, can he pick up his first win of the season in a big block? Will Russell Bonzi deny him of a win, albeit a B main win, but a win's a win? Bonzi gets a little shot in the shorts from behind of the 2 machine of Luke Johnson, and that may just be the move that gives Russell Bonzi the win in the B main. Can Bonzi, he's got 1 more lap left to run around Knoxville. Nick Ryan closes in half a second between your top 3. Bonzi, Ryan, Bonzi, Johnson and Ryan. Looking like that is how it will finish in your final consolation race of season 2022 for the Wurth Australia Big Block Modified Series. The top 11 at the end of this one will look like this. Russell Ponzi unofficially your winner from Luke Johnson. Nick Ryan your top 3. Colton Key, Luke Wilson your top 5. Jason Crawford, Hayden Vickers, Matt Bailey, Nathan Vanderwacker your top 10. Let's take a look at those official results, shall we? Here it is, your official results coming up on screen. Russell Ponzi, your winner from Luke Johnson, 2nd. Nick Ryan, 3rd. Colton Key, 4th. Luke Wilson, your top 5. Jason Crawford, 6th. Hayden Vickers, 7th. Matt Bailey in 8th. 9th, Nathan Vanderwacker. 10th goes to Caleb Mills. And the 11th final transfer spot will go to Jason Burke. For the likes of Neville Ulf, Drew Fenton, your nights are done along with Brent Hobbs, Tony Walsh, Justin Wright, and Corey Roberts. We have 20 drivers getting set to do battle for a 40-lap main event. Let's go and chat to your points leader coming into tonight. He's basically, I don't want to say he's all but won it, but he's got one hand on the trophy. Riley Stewart, you're one race away. You're 40 laps away from what could be your first Ultimate Dirt League Championship. How are the nerves coming into that final race?
To be honest, I'm just trying not to wreck. I mean, I think that's all it's going to be. As long as I can finish in somewhat a decent position, I think we've got it. So yeah, I just try not to let Platty get too far away, but also just trying to keep the car clean.
You've had a pretty consistent season. I think 4 podiums. I want to say 4 seconds. You continue the run of second place finishes. Do you think you've got what it takes to put this number 96 in victory lane here tonight?
Oh, let's hope so. I mean, starting 7th, I'll see what I can do. Like I said, I'm not going to try and make any silly moves to get positions, but yeah, we'll see if we can, we'll go for it. If we can't, then we might just have to settle and just focus on the championship.
All right, well, look, let you get to the racetrack, let you get that race car dialed in, and looks like you're not getting any more laps. Looks like you're going racing. Good luck, Riley.
Thank you.
All right, here's your points leader coming into tonight. He was pretty much all but sealed his fate, and especially going quick time tonight, he bags some extra points on Craig Plater. It just makes it a little bit more difficult right now. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starter grid from back to front for your 20 starters in tonight's main event. Jason Burke for JSI Racing will start position at number 20. Caleb Mills for Team 10 lines up at a position number 19. Nathan Vanderwacker in will start in car 16. Will start from position number 18. Matt Bailey for JSI Racing will start position number 17. Hayden Vickers for Synergy Sim Racing at a position number 16. Position number 15, it's Jason Crawford for JSI Racing. Position number 14, it's Luke Wilson. Position number 13, Colton Key. Position number 12 for Team 10, it's Nick Ryan. Position number 11 for LJR and Ultimate Dirt League, it is Luke Johnson. Position number 10, it's the 42 of Russell Ponzi. Position number 9 for MFR, it's the 4 machine of Trent Gosley. Position number 8, it's the 55 of Jack Murphy. Position number 7, it's the 96 for NLRA, Riley Stewart. Position number 6, it's the 81 of Joshua Walton to the inside. Position number 5, the 11 for NLRA in Mid-South Mafia, it is Cody. And FUPA Motorsports, it is Cody Nevin. Position number 4, it is Cooper Wilson. Position number 3 for Team 10, Max Bevan. Your front row. On the outside of the front row for Team UDO, Ultimate Dirt League, for CPR, for PPP, for Team 10, he's got it all. It's the Power Parts presentation, Ultimate Dirt League number 1 of Craig Plater. And your pole sitter for tonight's main event, it's Jacob Croker. "40 laps on the board here at the Knoxville Raceway, the sprint car capital of the world. Championship night, championship race, Craig Plater v Riley Stewart for the championship. The Wurth Australia Big Block Modified Series main event And we are going to be 90 for 40 here at the Knoxville Raceway. And immediately we're going to go 3, nearly 4 wide out of turn number 2. Plater through the middle along with Max Bevan, Cooper Wilson. Plater gets shuffled back. Taking it easy in just to the right of your screen. You see the 96. He needs to keep that one machine inside. Croker will lead lap number 1. Bevan runs in second. Here comes Plater with a run, trying to get a run on the outside of Cooper Wilson. He checks up. Wilson nearly took the nose off that one machine. Oh boy, look out, Walton! Stewart saves it, we go yellow. Oh boy, times are tough. Times are tough. I'm sure there's a few nerves running through some of the drivers at the moment while we are under the yellow flag conditions. We're going to talk to the driver that sits second in the point standings. He runs 4th in the main event at the moment. Craig Plater, a little bit nervous here on those opening couple of laps.
Yeah, I've got guys moving around everywhere and trying to squeeze me, mate. They're just intimidated. That's all it is.
Is it because you got so much girth about you, or is it because you got the number 1 on your car?
I dare say it's from the number 1. It's too fast.
Incorrect answer. The correct answer was yes. You had your opportunity.
Oh, sorry.
You let that one slip.
I did. Yeah, I'm coming at them with all that neck girth, and they're very intimidated.
Ah, okay. So it's not the one.
No, it can't be.
No, okay. I think you won the green?
No, 2 to green still.
Okay, all right. Well, we spoke to Riley before. He's pretty much got one hand on the championship. How do you approach this, mate? Do you approach it any differently?
No, we're just going for the win. It's all it's been about from the start, is just trying to get results, and I've just lacked consistency when qualifying and that sort of stuff's what's let me down. But yeah, we'll just aim for the win, see what we can do. Maxi's going to be quick, Cooper's going to be quick, Croker's going to be quick, so there's a whole bunch of guys behind me that are quick, so we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, all right, well, look, we'll let you get back to it. We'll put you back up where you need to be, and I think you're going 1 to green.
Thank you.
There we go, Craig Plater, the man that sits second in the point standings again. He's had 2 wins out of the 4 weeks, but again, like you heard on what he just said, he's lacked consistency. Can you get win number 3? We'll find out. Jason Salter, I think, has had a win at, I want to say, Port Royal, and then Matt Bailey's had a win last week at Lernerville. So I've had 3 winners in 4 weeks. Plater's put the car in victory lane twice in 4 weeks. Can he do it a 3rd time? Can he go 60% win record on the season? We'll find out. Jacob Croker gets us back on the fun pedal. We're back underway. And immediately we look down into turn number 1 and 2. Cooper Wilson with a slide jump on Max Bevan. Bevan, he's got some dip. He'll turn it back underneath him down the back straightaway. We've got 3. We're about to make it 4 in the books. We're still 36 laps left to run. It is still a mountain of time. We're still probably about 10 to 12 minutes away from, and that's at least if this race was to go green to checker. Wilson with a big slider attempt in 1 and 2 on Bevan again. And again, it's Bevan who's been to Woolworths. He's got some dip. Cody Nevin, keep an eye on him just there on the bottom of the racetrack through 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Jack Murphy getting by Riley Stewart. Stewart on the outside. Look out, there's some contact, and there it goes. Russell Bonzi, who had to take evasive action, and he turned it underneath the 96 entry. So, oh, look how Plater, the wall does not move on the back straightaway. You'd think you would know that by now. Here comes Bevan. I want to say Bevan had a solid run at Port Royal. I want to say he had somewhat of a decent run. It's still Croker leading the way from Bevan and Wilson. That's your top 3. Plater and Nevin. No doubt Plater and Nevin would love to do battle side by side. But as you heard Plater say, he wants to win tonight. He wants to go out on top. He wants to put the 1 on the top step of the podium for a 3rd time. Here comes Cooper Wilson down low on the exit of turn number 4. 8 down and 32 to run. Wilson drifts up. Croker and Bevan rail the cushion through 1 and 2. Slaughter attempt from Bevan on Croker, unsuccessful. Murphy, Bonzi, and Stewart. There's Nick Ryan there as well. Double slider from Bonzi on Ryan and Stewart. Back up towards the front of the field. Plater nearly covered a slid bob there from Cody Nevin. Meanwhile, Max Bevan again still trying to put it to Jacob Croker in that painted number 1 machine. Here he comes, Bevan. Oh boy, look out. There is some contact. He backed out of it. Minimal contact between Bevan and Croker. Both cars kept it going. Again, they roll the cushion into turn number 1. Cooper Wilson's going to run the cutback line. We go yellow on the raceway. Let's chat to... I want to bring him up. But we're just going to... No, we're not going to talk to him actually, because I know he is live, so we'll let him focus on a top 5 at the moment. Oh no, what's going on with Riley Stewart? Uh-oh. Hang on. NLRA instant replay. And Riley Stewart in the 96 machine. Oh, he done it all himself, you silly sausage. Bailey hit him. Bailey had nowhere to go. And he's on his lid. And that means the pits are closed. Championship implications. We go back green. Now I'm excited. I'm keen to take a look at the points and how it all works out. So the point system, it was 23 points, and that's a perfect time. 23 points. He's going to be credited with a 19th place finish. That puts him 59 points. Where's my calculator? So 59 points, plus he had a 23-point lead. He qualified first, plus 45. I think it's a 45, 59 plus 23. That puts him at 127. Plus 476. So that takes him to 603. 603 minus 453. No, I think he's safe. I think he's safe. So even if Plater was to win, he would get 80. No, he's got it. Stuart, it doesn't matter. Just when I thought it might have got a little interesting. I don't think it is going to matter in the grand scheme of things. Why not, Pete? What's wrong with these things? Green is back out. Jacob Croker, Max Bevan, and Cooper Wilson are 1, 2, and 3. Plater and Nevin are 4th and 5th. Russell Bonzi in 6th. I think that'd be alright at the smaller tracks. These bigger tracks, 40 laps. I'm not excited for, but who knows? They might just get me up out of my seat. We got a drag race, especially when these cautions keep coming out. It really breaks up the momentum, the stop, start, stop, start. So, Pete, give you a good opportunity right now to tell us why you don't like these the big girls, the big block modifieds. As we ride on board. with Max Bevan at the moment. So lights are out, I believe. So here's your race leader on board right now with Jacob Croker. We'll see what kind of start he's able to get. See whether Max Bevan can do anything with him at the moment. So it's all been the Jacob Croker, Max Bevan and Cooper Wilson show. Trying to time the start. Timing does not go well for the Max Bevan entry. But it won't matter too much. And again, get a good look at this cushion is starting to form. You can see Plato trying the inside line. He was bouncing. He's weaving his way on the exit of turn number 2. Bevan gets a little close there to Jacob Croker. You look outside the left rear and you can just see how these race cars have set themselves up. You see the left side pick up and then lean heavy on the right side. The left front, you might as well leave it at home sometimes. So back to the normal camera angle we go. 16 down, 24 to run. Croker, Bevan, Wilson, your top 3. Bevan and Wilson initially swap starting positions. Big move. Look out. Cody Nevin got it up on 2 wheels and somehow manages to save that FUPA Motorsports number 11 machine. Bailey and Vanderwacker 10th and 11th position, both +7 on the 9. Here comes Bevan with a move there on Croker. And there was contact. Cooper Wilson and Craig Plater go on by. So now Jacob Croker back to position number 4. Oh, there he goes. Upside down goes that number 1 machine. And we are yellow. Oh, boy. And Max Bevan is going to be in the race lead. Well, it was just one wrong mistake from Bevan. And Croker, well, he got shuffled back to 4th position, then just overdriving it a little. May have got squeezed. Now he's just played to run his line. Maybe Croker tried to go around the outside. Now, unfortunately, he goes upside down. That'll put Jason Burke back in the pit area. So 17 cars still left circulating around the Knoxville Raceway. Ready to go back racing here at Knoxville. And Max Bevan says, let's go racing. Bonzi dives low into turn number 1 of that FUPA Motorsports number 11 machine of Cody Nevin. Keep an eye. How about Luke Johnson? He's just sneaking his way up inside the top 10. Nearly sneaking his way inside to a top 5. Trent Gosley battles with Nathan Vanderwacker side by side. It's the 4 of Gosley on the low side. Vanderwacker on the 16. Johnson holding these pair up down into turn number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Bonzi tries the move on Cody Nevin. Now your top 3. Slide job attempt complete from Cooper Wilson. Bevan Plater go back to the bottom on the exit of turn number 4. And it's going to be Max Bevan at the start-finish line. We're already just past half race distance. We've got 21 down and 19 to go. And you've got a 3-way dance for the race lead. 2 slide job coming in at once, maybe? No. Oh boy, Cody Nevin throws it in deep. He tries to sell it cheap. We're going to go 3 wide just as the yellow flag has reared its ugly backside onto the racetrack. So this Friday night, I will be doing a one-on-one interview with Aaron Barnes at about 5:30 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. It'll be on the New South Wales Late Model Facebook page. It'll be live here on Ultimate Dirt TV as well. And then I think the following Friday we may have another one, as they are racing Tamworth this week, and the following week they go back to Eastern Creek, which I think we are going to be down there for that one, and we're going to be doing some interviews throughout the night. So it'll be nice to get back down to Eastern Creek with the late model division and do some interviews for those drivers. Back underway, 22 down, 18 to go. Max Bevan, Cooper Wilson, Craig Plater 1, 2, 3, Cody Nevin, Russell Bonzi are 4 and 5. Big move from Nathan Vanderwacker, attempt on Johnson. Look out, Matt Bailey half spun the car and he saved it. There was a little contact there with Luke Wilson coming through and it somewhat saved him. No, Mitch, I can't because I've got the kids. Amy's working. Slid bob from Johnson on Vanderwacker. Meanwhile, up front, change for the race lead. Cooper Wilson takes over the number 1 position. Plater runs in second. Nevin in third. Bevan back to fourth. Bevan back to the outside on Nevin. Johnson, not Johnson, Bevan. I was looking at Johnson. Bevan into the side of Plater. Roughs him up just a little bit. Just to say, hey, how you doing? Slide jump, 2 for the price of 1. Plater says, thank you very much. I've already been to Woolworths. I've got some dip. I'll turn it back underneath ya. 14 to go at the start finish line next time for Cooper Wilson in car number 14. Oh no, look out. Plater's going to go around. We are going to go yellow. Oh my, the one machine. He is going to be filthy. Mason might like a road trip, but I've still got the 2 kids and I've got no one to look after. And plus, I need Amy there. Because she's the one that helps me load my scooter in the back of the trailer. Tamworth, about, how far is that? Not that I'm going, but just, was it 5 hours, 6 hours? You know? Oh, it's not even that. Tamworth? 4.5 hours. Mate, that's just up the road. That's just like a Dubbo trip. That's quite an easy road to get to, actually. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Oh, do you? Yeah, right, Mitch. No. Alright, look, I'd like to, but with Amy working, I don't have anyone to look after Mason while I went into the pits. And he does not have a Speedway Australia license. Oh, speaking of that, I need to renew mine, actually. Oh, no, I think I'm good, actually, on that one. Coming back to green, Cooper Wilson, Cody Nevin in that FUPA number 11 machine. 13.5 to go. Look at Nathan Vanderwacker to the inside on Russell Bonzi. Vanderwacker plus 14 positions. Bonzi plus 7. Hell of a drive by those two. Gosley and Johnson plus 5 and 6, or 4 or 6 and 3 now. Johnson looking for his first top 5 in the big block modifieds. Rolls the top. Cooper Wilson too good at the moment. Gosley. Here comes Luke Wilson now. Luke Wilson in the 17. Look at Jacob Croker coming back through the field. Jacob Croker, a man on a mission right now. But he's got a gaggle of 3 cars blocking the track in front of him. Nowhere to go. The 12 entry of Jason Crawford, followed by Jack Murphy. Crawford getting into the left rear quarter panel of Jacob Croker there on the exit of turn to 4. Crawford slides up. He'll go from the bottom to the top. Croker goes from top to bottom, back to the top. And again, nowhere to go for that number 1 machine. Murphy into the wall and upside down, and we are yellow just as we started our 31st lap. Bailey back in the pits. Vickers back in the pits. He's out. Nick Ryan out of the event. Jason Burke back in the pits. Colton Key out. Riley Stewart back in the pits. And Joshua Walton out of the event also. So we've lost 7 cars out of the 20, so 13 still remain here at Knoxville. So we'll hopefully look to get them ready to go back green. I'll wait for the lights on the racing.com pace truck to turn off. Looks like we've got 10 to run. 10 final laps here at the Knoxville Raceway. Round 5 of the Wurth Australia Big Block Modified Series. Safety car in, and we're back underway. Cooper Wilson, he might be hard to run down. Vanderwacker, meanwhile, turns it underneath Russell Bonzi for positions number 3 down the back stretch. Slaughter line from Nathan Vanderwacker. Here comes Vanderwacker from position number 18 up to position number 3. And those cautions have come at the right time for the number 16 machine. The SpeedShop51.com entry. Nevin, 0.3 of a second back behind Cooper Wilson in car 14. Nevin goes through the middle. Wilson tries to keep those right side tyres in the moisture. Meanwhile, here comes Luke Wilson all over the back of Luke Johnson through 1 and 2 once again. You see Mills just throw a little short slider there on Jason Crawford. Trent Gosley works the bottom side again. You see Jacob Croker nowhere to go on that exchange. Nevin, was there contact with Wilson? He had to check up. Or was there contact from Vanderwacker? And Vanderwacker from 18th now to position 2, plus 16 on the night, and we are yellow. And did that just save Cody Nevin? Will he get his second place back, or will he get put back to position number 3? Time will tell. Time will tell. Looks like that is going to be Wilson, Vanderwacker, and Nevin, your top 3. Bonzi, Johnson, your top 5. Wilson, that's Luke Wilson, Gosley, Plater, Bevan, Mills. And Croker. I think Croker has been sent to the tail end of the field. So we'll see what happens here at Knoxville. Final race of the season, the Wurth Australia Big Block Modified Series. Round 5. We are so close to being done. And in about 16 hours time, we'll have the final round of the CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Pro Qualifying Series top split to find out the 20 drivers who will get their invitation. I gotta say, Cooper Wilson jumped the cushion in 1 and 2 and lost all sorts of momentum and lost all sorts of speed. That allowed Nathan Vanderwacker. Here comes Vanderwacker down into 1 and 2. Nevin into 1 on the top side of the racetrack. Nevin tries to roll around the outside of Vanderwacker, but Vanderwacker, will he go for the slide job? Vanderwacker slides up in front of Cody Nevin. No, Vanderwacker nearly upside down. He's got it on 4 wheels. He had it on no wheels. He had it on 2 wheels. He slips back to position number 6. He's still plus 12 on the 9. So slips outside of a top 5. Cody Nevin, meanwhile. How about Craig Plater back up to position number 6? I'm sure he'd love to get back up into the top 5 to try and maximise his points night for tonight. Luke Wilson comes across the nose of Craig Plater in the 1 machine. Slide job for the race lead, that FUPA Motorsports number 11 machine for NLRA. Cooper Wilson, slide job on Nevin. Nevin catches the cushion in the middle of turn 3 and 4. Turns it back down the racetrack. At this point, with 2 to run, you would think it's Cooper Wilson. It is his race to lose at the moment. Cody Nevin all over the back of him, down the back straightaway for the penultimate time. Does Wilson protect the line? Yes, he does. Nevin will have one more opportunity, one more lap to make something happen. If he can get to the inside, we may just be on for a hell of a finish. The final lap is now upon us here at the Knoxville Raceway. Nevin dives back to the inside. There was contact with Cooper Wilson. Wilson, will he return the favour? He's not going to get close enough to him. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Cody Nevin is going to be victorious here tonight. Cody Nevin puts at FUPA number 11 into victory lane. Second will go to Cooper Wilson. Third is going to be Russell Bonzi. Fourth, Luke Johnson and Craig Plater will round out your top 5. Let's take a look at those official results. Nevin, Cooper Wilson, Bonzi, Johnson, Plater your top 5. Gosley, Luke Wilson, Vanderwacker, Mills, Kroger your top 10. Then you go back down to Bevan, Crawford, Murphy, Bailey, Vickers, Ryan, Burke, Key, Stewart, and Walton. Oh my. Some drama late in that one. But we are ready to chat to our top 3 here in just a moment. In fact, we've got top 2. So we're going to chat to your winner here tonight. Driving car number 11, it is that FUPA number 11 machine of Cody Nevin. Cody, well, a little bit of contact there on the last lap. Sure, that's not how you wanted to win, but just a bit of a racing deal. J-Dub's now got to have a shot, but you put that car in victory lane. Well done, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Brett. Yeah, obviously you don't want contact at the end of any race. Just really hard racing. I mean, heck of a drive to Coop. I mean, I tried, I don't know how many times to get by him. I just couldn't get her done. But finally, we put her in, and I don't know if he come down or if I just slid up a little too much. But yeah, I mean, heck of a race. Shout out to Coop. It was a blast.
A race like this, obviously, stop, start. How much does that get into your head, and how do you try and stay focused? Being 40 laps around, Knoxville.
Oh, you just got to try to stay patient and just kind of relax. I mean, after a while there, we had those couple cautions back to back, and I was sitting in the car like, man, I gotta get going. You don't want to lose your roll that you're on. I definitely shot myself in the foot a couple times on some of those restarts, and just kind of got behind the 8 ball. But at the end, we kind of just sent her in a full send mode and put her up on the wall, and we were able to get it done. Heck of a drive to Coop. Shout out to the admins tonight for definitely one racing Knoxville track.
Yeah, look, well done on the victory here tonight. No doubt you've got some sponsors and some people you need to thank for this win.
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I got to thank UDL for even making this league happen. This is fun for us late night NA people to come on here and race, and with a good group of fellow Australians. It's a heck of a good time. I got to thank UDTV for the broadcast, obviously. That always good stuff coming out from you and Steven and all the boys back over there. Got to thank NLRA, Nick Leonard Racing Association, Mid South Mafia, James Braswell, those guys over there. Tyler Berry, Scott Fritz from T-Berry Motorsports, CFM, Majula C Speed Shop, Sure Step Ladders, VLR Racing, Spy Glassware, Go Lithium, Majula C Speed Shop, obviously. New sponsor we picked up tonight is Fupa Motorsports. Thanks for coming on board there, Fupa. That's a brand new sticker and sponsor we picked up. So yeah, we'll be in touch and fill you guys in what that's all about.
Well done on the victory, Cody. Congratulations, winner at Knoxville.
Thank you, Brett.
There we go, Cody Nevin home in first place. Home in second place tonight is the 14 machine of Cooper Wilson. Cooper, well, you done everything right. I guess there was nothing more that you could have done. Second place at the end of the night. It's still a podium. It's still a good result for you and the team.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, that couple of restarts there didn't really help me, and then got the wall on that start of that last one and knocked the right front out of it. And then, seeing Cody coming there, but a little bit contact there at the end there. But I don't know. I haven't had a look at it yet, but there's nothing you can do about it now. Oh well.
Mate, track looked like it had a couple of different lines. The cutback line almost looked sort of pretty good in 1 and 2. What was your sort of take on this racetrack?
Oh yeah, it was very different actually. Like when obviously Max and Platou were up there, it was sort of who could get the cut down the best out of the slider and stuff like that. And then towards the end there, it was obviously top 1 and 2 seemed pretty quick, and then slider 3 and 4. But I think it was just to wherever you could hold off the person behind you really that was quicker.
I'll tell you what, well done on second place here tonight at Knoxville. Before I let you go, of course, Cooper, sponsor on this race car, people behind the scenes, buddy, who makes this happen for you?
Just all the boys around Beat the Dark, Esports, Hobbsy, Luke and Josh, Pete Hobbs as well. They all do a great job for it. Hobbs Trenching and Boring, Racecraft Simulations, North Central Solutions, 27 Custom Graphics, 81 Racewear, Rocco Motorsport, everybody else that helps out. Cheers.
All right, there we go. Cooper Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, home in second place. We don't have third place, but we do have our hard charger. And although he started 18th, he's got plus 10 on the night. He still finished in 8th position. He was up to as high as second, challenging for the race lead at one point. Nathan Van der Wacker, boy, you had that car on a dime. You got the second. All of a sudden, you fall back to outside the top 5. You managed to limp home in 8th. That was a hell of a run by you.
Yeah, mate, it was, back at the B main, dead last in the B, drove it through, made my way up to second, just making spots here and there, and then just buggered it up myself on the cushion, put it in the wall, fell back, but, it's still hard charges, still made up a ton of spots, so yeah, got to be happy with that.
Yeah, the wall doesn't move, right?
Yeah, apparently it doesn't move, yeah.
You want to know where you can find this information out? There's a presentation going on. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a Power Plats presentation. It's been around for a while.
Oh, yeah? Why not? Hook me up.
Okay, look,
Yeah.
I'll sort it out after stream. But I tell you what, so you ran the B main. You had a bit of work to do in the B main. As you said, come from last. You get the transfer. You get one of the transfer spots. You start 18th. How much do you think that B main race helped you to help set that car up for this part of the race?
Yeah. It was pretty difficult to pass. It was very difficult to pass, but a couple of boys in the Discord, we had a couple of different lines going, and we're kind of just working off of each other, and I was able to make a few things work here and there on, pick up my spots. The slider line was, in for a little bit there. You could kind of run a cut down line, and hopefully just if some people were in the bottom, hopefully you got around them. So it was all over the place, really. It was a good track to race on in the end, but yeah, just really difficult to pass when everyone's so bunched up next to each other. But yeah, I came out passing a couple of people, so pretty good.
No, look, well done on tonight's hard charge. Nathan, before we let you go, of course, sponsor on this race car, people behind the scenes, mate, who makes this happen for you?
Yeah, speedshop51.com, definitely run again one of their setups tonight. LCJ Carpentry, Pace Graphics, and Styled Imagery, and also got to give a huge thanks to all the officials and yourself as well for putting on the broadcast. Great show.
All right, there we go. Nathan Vanderwacker, your hard charger. We do have our third place finisher. That is Russell Bonzi. Russell, congratulations. Third place. Yeah, you started outside row 5. You still pick up 7 spots en route to a podium. I mean, end result, you've got to be happy with that one.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, very happy with that one, Brett. It was just a matter of staying clean, staying out of trouble, and there was a lot of guys out there better than me that sort of fell away at the end. So it was just a matter of trying to stay with Cody and those guys, and yeah, hoping for the best. And we got lucky in the end, so that's cool.
Mate, starting mid-pack of a 20-car field, what was the game plan for you, for this 40-lap main event?
Oh, look, I know the setup I got in there is pretty good. It was just a matter of staying clean and trying to keep the right rear in the grip and staying out of trouble. I mean, it always is in those bigger races. It's just a matter of not making any mistakes. And there were some close calls. There was some cars in the wall and that sort of stuff in front of me. And yeah, I just had to do my best to avoid it. And yeah, there was a big one on lap 3 that damaged the car, but it still seemed to go around okay. So yeah, just stayed out of trouble. I don't like going in with too much of a game plan other than that.
All right, look, well done on third place. Russell, before we let you go, of course, sponsors, shout-outs, all that good stuff, mate. Who makes this happen for you?
I don't really have any sponsors as such, but I do spend a bit of time with the JSI boys, and I'm sure the skills I pick up racing with those guys a lot during the week certainly helps. So I'd like to thank those guys for that.
All right, well done on third place, Russell, and hopefully we'll see you back in the next series next year.
Yep, certainly will. Thank you.
All right, there we go. Russell Bonzi home in third place. We are going to chat to, unofficially, your points champion. He should know that the wall does not move. First of all, Riley, why you do this?
I don't know. Just
incorrect answer. The correct answer was yes. You ruined it now. Now the whole interview's ruined. So, okay, let's put it this way. You sat for over half the race on the infield. I'm sure you were spotting some of the other boys help getting around here. Did you at any stage did it sink in that you were now the Ultimate Dirt League champion for the Big Block Modified Series?
Not really. I was sort of just spotting Cody and trying to help him get through the race, but I knew if Platty had a good race, it was definitely going to be close in points. I think coming into the round, I only had 23-point lead, so I really had to rely on qualifying. And once I got a good one of them, I sort of just, I don't know, I just became a little bit reckless, I think, in the feature. Did what I probably shouldn't have done. But I was just trying to help Cody and the other boys throughout the race. So I never really thought about it that much.
No, well, what does it mean to you now to become the Ultimate Dirt League Big Block Modified Champion? What does it mean to you to say that over 5 weeks you are the #1 driver?
Oh, I mean, it's great. At the start of the season, I wouldn't really have thought going into the first round, I got a chance at winning this, especially once Platty sort of laid down a really good first round, taking out the heat win, starting off pole and winning the feature. I knew he was going to be strong the whole round, same with a few of the other boys, but once Platty had that good round, I knew it was definitely going to be on. And as the series sort of unfolded, I became a little bit more relaxed and probably became a little bit too relaxed into the last feature.
No, look, well done. Unofficially at the moment, until I do the points after this one. Unofficially, your points champion for the Ultimate Dirt League Big Block Modified Series, brought to you by Wurth Australia and Ultimate Dirt League. Stewart, congratulations on the win. Before we let you go, of course, sponsor on this race car. People behind the scenes, mate, who makes this happen for you?
Got to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast throughout the whole series. Just do a great job. Ultimate Dirt League, those boys, they put in a great league. Cheers to all the admins. Majula C Speed Shop, Nicklin Race Association, T-Berry Motorsports, Mid-South Mafia, CFM Esports, Clean Race Designs. Don't think I forgot anyone, but just another shout out to Cody. Good, congrats on the win. Platty, I knew it was going to be close between us, and proud to be able to beat him. But especially all the boys at NLRA and Majula C Speed Shop. Always good to be around.
You did forget one, by the way. RS Sim Shots, I think it is.
Ah, yes, that one.
Ah, yes,
RS
silly,
Shots.
yeah. SS Motorsports. Silly Sausage Motorsports. Well done, well done, Riley, on the unofficial championship win.
Thank you.
All right, there we go, Riley Stewart, your points unofficial, your points champion for season 2022 for the Wurth Australia Big Block Modified Series. That'll wrap us up here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Until next time, in about, what did I say? 15 and a half hours time. It is the CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Pro Qualifying Series Top Split season finale at the dirt track at Charlotte. It'll be live on iRacing.com, the iRacing live page, the front page of iRacing, and across all the Ultimate Dirt TV social media channels. Until then, a big thank you to, of course, Wurth Australia for their support with the Big Block Series. Big thank you, of course, Ash Hammond, Sign and Designs, JR Productions and Media, LJR, and NLRA for their support. Well done to all the admins on a wonderful season. Well done to the drivers that competed over the past 5 weeks. But until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the manager behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night.